Welcome back to the media review with Sonic the Hedgehog 1, released on June 23rd of 1991 as the Genesis classic of the 1990s era. So we're gonna jump into what is Sonic 1. Sonic 1 is the first Sonic game to be made for the Sega Genesis and the Game Gear to rival Mario with Sega's Blast processing. It is also making the game replacing the characters Alex Kidd with Sonic the blue anthropomorphic splendid hedgehog that runs at high speed and try to be cool. The game was originally planned to have a character choice of a rabbit, then a hedgehog which named Mr. Needle Mouse, and planning on Old Sleepy Man to be the protagonist until the hedgehog was chosen to be the main character. Mr. Needle Mouse changed to Sonic and decided to be Felix the Cat Head and Mickey Mouse Body by Bill Clinton's attitude with Michael Jackson's Who's Bad Shoes with Santa Claus collar. And Old Sleepy Man changed to Dr. Ivor Robotnik, who became the main villain. Sonic is now to be fair known as the fastest thing alive, coming from a spin-off cartoon Sonic's ADM. The story is Dr. Ivor Robotnik kidnaps all the small animals, including Flicky the bird, and put them into the capsule, and some turn into robots. It's up to Sonic to stop Dr. Eggman from polluting the nature and increase the population of robots. The graphics in the game has beautiful pixelated colors, and it also has tiles from chess games with different colors depending on the level you are playing. The background looks very detailed, while the foreground is also very high quality detailed, and the foreground is very animated. The music in this game is very fluid, and it has a colorful soundtrack with retro and a bit rock in it, while the special stage music is beautiful and is kind of romantic. The gameplay of Sonic is very basic, and you can go fast and even faster by landing Sonic down. Then he runs. He can turn into a ball when you jump, making his angles to jump all over the enemies. The shield can have 1 extra damage, and the invincible powers last until music stops. Sonic can be damaged by losing all of his rings unless he has a shield, and if he takes damage without any rings, he dies. If you finish the level known as Act with 50 rings, you are allowed to go to a warp into a special stage which gives you 1 emerald, but there are 6 chaos emeralds, and if you collect them, Robotnik gets angry, but if you didn't collect them all, he juggles them if you haven't collect. The level design is like a roller coaster by running into loop to loop, and a skateboard slide by the wall to floor, and it curves, making Sonic to go faster. The level design is very much side-scrolling, and you can explore around by collecting the shields, 1-up, invisible shield, and you can jump all the way to the gold plate, and boss level design is unique. Some will give Sonic 1 from 1991 video game a 7 out of 10, the first basic fluid and solid game. Make sure you can find it out. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, a sequel to Sonic 1, began to be releasing in November the 15th of 1992. So what is Sonic 2 exactly? Sonic 2 is a direct sequel to Sonic 1 set to release the year after Sonic 1. The new playable character is being introduced is Miles Prower, known for the short name Tails, who won for the character contest in 1992. It is a platform if game like Sonic 1 with speed and explorations with some new features such as spin dash to go even faster by crouch then press the jump button. Other features in the Sonic game is turning into Super Sonic. It feels like it was inspired by Dragon Ball Z's Super Saiyan and a feather cape. with Invincible combined in imaginations if you wanted to see in Super Mario World. Go check it out. The story is Sonic and Tails discovers the 7th Chaos Emerald with a cyan color. Then there is still pollution by Dr. Robotnik polluting the Death Egg known to be inspired by Star Wars Death Star. Heading after Metropolis, Tails uses his Tornado 2 while Sonic stands on top of the plane since Tails does not have any guns or weapons to kill badniks in the sky, so he uses Sonic to jump on and spin on badniks. The graphics are the same as Sonic 1, but special stage graphics are more beautiful and rendering an early prototype of a 3D game with Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles if you have played the iOS or later versions of Remake. The music is very fantastic and it has way much like the 1980s cool music thanks to Sonic's environment, and the sound effects are made by Gems, which discovered on YouTube and 1994's footage in it, so check the video out if you like. Tails and Knuckles' gameplay are similar to Sonic, but Tails has his flight abilities and Knuckles can climb and glide. If you want to play as Tails and Knuckles instead of Sonic and or Tails, you can try the iOS version or Sonic 2 and Knuckles. The special stage from Sonic 1 is a rotated colorful level design where Sonic as his full form can jump onto each crystals to get the Chaos Emerald, and watch out the pinballs and gold plates. Sonic 2 has a 3D perspective where you collect the target of rings, and if you don't collect much rings, you miss the Chaos Emerald. And if you are lucky enough and you get all 7 Chaos Emerald, you are awarded with Super Sonic. Favorite zones from least to the best with Sonic 1 and Sonic 2. Number 6 is Labyrinth Zone. Oh boy, this level is so frustrating and it makes Sonic even slower, and try some platform to platform, it's really painful. And as well, Sonic can't even swim yet for sure. Number 5 is Scrap Brain Zone. Oh boy, the level has so much difficult, and spikes and saws are everywhere and bombs. And I try to make the platform to reach to the end, and their platforms as well so repetitive. Number 4 is the Marble Zone, which makes Sonic stuck in a very strange, weird platforms that Sonic must go there, and less speed. I can't even stand. What happened to Sonic in the Marble Zone? And he's running away from so many dangerous stuffs. Number 3, Spring Yard Zone. And well, this level is actually fun. And I also like the casino-like, and as well as I like the up and down skateboard-like. And I also like the music from it. It's like da 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 da. Very cool. Number 2 is the Green Hill Zone, where Sonic's first levels begin to his adventure. And Sonic can run really fast, and he has so much challenge to his jogging and highs of speed. And very much platforming he can jump on, and exploration in it. Number 1 is Starlight Zone, and the music is very bright and light-hearted, and Sonic as well is having a lot of challenges, and it suits challenges the best for blast processing and gravities on Sonic level in Starlight Zone. That is my favorite Sonic Zone from Sonic 1. And the Sonic 2's 12 favorite level to me is Sky Chase Zone. There were too many enemies and Sonic's trying to get used to it. So I didn't say it's bad, just decent one. The 11 levels, the Dev Zone, and there were no enough rings like Sonic 1, but I tried to get it much easier. The 10th is the Mystic Cave Zone, is because it's actually good, and I actually like the music and the level design itself, but it just needs improvement. And the Wing Fortress Zone is like very much better level design, and I could go fast, but they need more challenge. It needs more challenge to me. 8 is the Aquatic Ruin Zone, and the level design is a bit too frustrations. Just need some level skills, and there are too many enemy flies. Yeah, and we're like Sonic is not getting much challenge and frustrating, needs to be a bit improving. Very great levels with Chemical Plant Zone, and oh boy, this is so much detailed level designs and gameplays, and water itself so much different colored, and it's very amazing if Sonic can hold his breath in the water and he can go into pipes. Number 6 is the Hidden Palace Zone, and there was so much detailed all over the level designs and the enemies as well. But this is the best level suiting Knuckles since he's the Master Guide Emerald. Even though the level used to be scrapped back in the day. Number 5 is the Oil Ocean Zone, and the music is so much beautiful, and I like the levels, and I tried to play a lot, and it's getting more fun. Number 4 is the Emerald Hill Zone, where you can likely to get a lot of Chaos Emeralds, and then you can also try to turn super forms in, as well as you can go into much speed into it, and it's a very happy place. Number 3 is the Casino Night Zone. I like getting a lot of rings and a lot of unlucky rings, like losing all the rings. I also like the level design itself. It feels like more of a pinball and platforming hybrid. Number 2 is the Hilltop Zone, and it's actually very exciting, where you can go up and down, and we can see a volcano and an Emerald Hill hybrid, which is very interesting of the level design theme. And number 1 goes to Metropolis Zone because the music sounds like more retro, and as well as the level design is more of fun. And I try to make it almost exactly challenging, but it's still fun though. And it's actually my favorite level, and a lot of people didn't like it. You don't have to agree on my opinion. I considered Sonic 2 to be the best classic Sonic game in my opinion, so it gets 9 out of 10. And I prefer Sonic 2 over Sonic 1 and Sonic 3 and Knuckles and Sonic CD.